Fantasy Football fam, what's going on? This is Fantasy Football AF, and I'm your host, Mitchell Renz. I want to give a shout out to Devore for sponsoring today's show, and in order for that to happen, I need to crack open my beer. Oh man, this is actually a pretty big one. This is an Imperial IPA. It's called the Therapist, and well, I guess this is going to be a little fantasy football therapy to you guys. And if you guys love craft beer, I need you to go to Devore.com. And if you want to get $10 off on your very first purchase at Devore, you're going to use that promo code CHATSPORTS because, well, I'm telling you to, and I'm drunk in love with Devore, and you guys will be too. So again, Devore.com, use promo code CHATSPORTS to get $10 off. All right, Lena, let's get right into the show as I take a sip of my beer from Devore. Marcus Mariota out week 2. Wow. Well, Lena, I know that you're an Oregon fan, so this one might sting a little bit, and Marcus wasn't all that productive this past week. 106 yards, 2 interceptions, 3 carries for 15 yards, and when it really comes to Marcus Mariota's fantasy production, you want those rushing yards, do you not? I mean, Marcus is, I think, pretty good with the ball in his hands, but ultimately, I mean, how many guys can run for 87-yard touchdowns? Not many, and that's what I want from a guy like Mariota, and well, if he's not throwing for a lot of touchdowns, he's throwing for 2 interceptions, and he's not really rushing, I don't really know if I really want to trust him. But, so he's dealing with a little bit of an elbow injury right now, and I'm going to probably deal with an elbow injury from drinking this beer because this is heavy as hell, so hang on, I need to get some of this out. The guy's never played a full 16-game season. He already left this past week. He's questionable for week 2. Do you really want to trust him in a matchup against the Texans? I'm not quite sure, but if Marcus Mariota plays, he's not going to be a top 15 quarterback for me. And in terms of what fantasy owners are going to do, I got a waiver wire section coming up in a little bit, so I'll be able to help you out there. And guys, Marcus, I love you, but I'm going to stay away from you this week. I'm probably until you can prove to me that you're healthy. So, but if you're an owner of him, wait till his final report comes out Sunday, which guess what? I'll be live for that as well, so I'll give you the inside scoop on that. Okay, the next rumor I got for you guys for fantasy football, can you trust Aaron Rodgers this week? Now, if Aaron Rodgers was 100% healthy, of course you could, right? It's Aaron freaking Rodgers, and well, even on one leg, I'd probably still take Aaron over 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, he wasn't all that great this past week in the beginning, but I don't know if you guys saw his historic, heroic performance in that second half of that game, but the dude threw for 286 yards, 3 touchdowns on literally one leg. Now, that's just an unbelievable performance, and he's already come out and said that he's going to play week 2. That's exactly what he said after the game. But guess what? I say things sometimes that I don't necessarily mean when I'm drunk, and maybe he was just drunk high because he was just like loving life. The Packers just came back. Now, did he say he's going to play? Sure. But McCarthy said he's uncertain if Aaron Rodgers is going to play or not. And well, I think McCarthy's going to be the guy who ultimately makes the decision at the end of the day, right? I mean, he is the head coach. Now, this is what scares me. He's playing the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's the team that took him out last year with the broken collarbone. They have one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. So I'm a little hesitant on getting a guy like Aaron Rodgers, especially, can I trust him week 2? If he's not healthy, that even scares me more. And I mean, they're ranked 3rd against quarterbacks in 2018. Sure, it's one game, but Minnesota was top 5 last year against quarterbacks as well. So, can you trust Aaron Rodgers for week 2? If he's playing, I'm starting him. I just trust Rodgers. But if he's not healthy and it's a game time decision, maybe you guys should look for some other people. Okay, Rodgers was great, but now I got the top quarterbacks for fantasy this past week. And as we all predicted, Ryan Fitzmagic, leading the league right now fantasy points with 42.3. And then you got Drew Brees, 31.6. A lot of people thought he would fall off. I was not one of them. Phillip Rivers, 28.9 points. And then Patrick Mahomes, who absolutely balled out. Now, guys, I want to know right now from you, I got a little bit of a trivia question from you because I love stats, and I want to know how much you guys maybe pay attention to some of the things that I say on my show. So, right now, who leads the NFL right now in passing yards? I don't want you to Google it. I don't want you to look it up. I want you to hit me up on Twitter, @MitchellRenz365, okay, if you think you got the right answer, and comment them below. I'll let you know who's got it right. Who leads the NFL right now in passing yards? There's only 3 guys with over 400 passing yards, though, so spoiler alert to that. Fantasy Football fam, I want to say thank you so much for watching Fantasy Football AF. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you guys tell your friends, tell random dudes at bars that, hey, I found this lit show about fantasy football where this dude literally just sits in front of a camera and drinks beer and talks fantasy. Like, That's pretty awesome, I think. So please subscribe to Chat Sports so you know exactly when I go live. And now that I started the show on Sunday mornings, well, you guys can watch me live where you can literally just comment and I'm going to answer the questions right on screen so you guys can get it there. So cheers to you guys. Again, I need to get rid of this beer because it's gigantic.